Good day, everybody. Welcome to A Garden in Devon, Season 3. I am Chris, the Heavy Metal Gardener, and we're getting my potato bed ready. I just came back with the landlady. We got to run out and get some more stuff, but just get all the seeds, a couple of plants that I need to get things started, and I need to go get a hoe. I need a hoe. And Sandra's been noting that I've been very cautious in mentioning that the hoe that I need is a garden hoe, not like a hoe, like a hoe. Like a whore, not that, but an actual hoe, so that I can make my mounds and plant my seeds properly and all that kind of shit. So yeah, so I just uncovered the potato bed, and I've got some potatoes to plant in a little bit here, and gotta pull out all that shit that's growing in there and get rid of this stuff, compost, and yeah, then we'll be pretty much 99% ready to go in the ground over here at the garden in Devon. So it'll probably be a little bit more later. We'll be back. Alright, welcome back to Garden in Devon. I'm Chris, the Heavy Metal Farmer. And the potato bed is ready. I'm going to look up to see what grows decently in kind of a semi-shaded area. Because yeah, like this is, I've talked about this since before the summer hit. And this blocks, I mean the sun is up right up there through those. And that's how badly it blocks the light down here. So I need stuff that, yeah, grows, well in a pretty shaded area. Like even the morning sun doesn't get too much over here. But yeah, we got all of our seeds. And I guess that guy's mad at me because I didn't give him a peanut. Got all of our seeds. I got some potatoes to put in there. I've got some chocolate mint that I'm going to grow for some chocolate mint tea, which would be very nice. We got a very loud vehicle coming, probably a bus. And yeah, that's going to pretty much wrap up for what I'm doing today. I am going to put the fence across there now, try and stop critters from burying peanuts or anything else inside my garden. Although it might make good compost, so we'll see about that. Anyways, so like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next episode of A Garden in Devon with me, Chris, the Heavy Metal Gardener. Hello, welcome back to Garden in Devon with the Heavy Metal Gardener. And a little continuation. I know I did the whole like, subscribe, and all that stuff earlier, but didn't think I was going to do more, but I am. Nothing really heavy duty. I'm just kind of preparing things. So I'm making my garden map of where I want to put everything. Because of the shade and the potato patch over here, we're going to be going with broccoli, carrots, and the bush beans will be up in the darker area, the apple tree, and then this gets a lot of sun here. So we have our beans, other beans and peas. Cantaloupe will be going there this year. The blueberry bush and the cage is right here. And then we'll do our what do you call them? Oh God, brain fart. Chives, thyme, our herbs and stuff will be down at the end here. And then we got a little tree right there, And then we got our corn, which is all going to go in one little spot. And then the rest of the stuff. So I did get some biochar. I didn't get the local stuff. I don't know if they just didn't have it available at that store. If you're not familiar with biochar, so they use a method that helps keep like a lot of the carbon in, I guess. Let's see what we can, well, we'll see what it says on the back here to see if it'll explain better than I can, but it's good for like clay, like soils that have a lot of clay in it. So high quality soils amendments are made from composted ingredients and 100% natural products. Natural coal-like substance. So yeah, I can't even read that. It yeah, it just gives a better growing environment for your vegetables and stuff. By adding biochar, if you've never heard about it, check it out on your Google AI God. He will tell you, or it will tell you. And then also I'm going to be using some peat as well. And again, so I'm an amateur gardener. This is season 3. I've managed to grow, some decent product over the last 3 years, or actually 2 years, because this is the third one. But I've never done like amendments before. So what I didn't know is like, so yeah, you don't buy a bag of biochar and throw it in your garden. It has to be activated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some soil from out of there. I'm going to use some of these old buckets, and we're going to activate the biochar before we mix it in with the soil. So that's one thing I got to do, is activate the biochar. And then the other thing is also putting the peat in. And I might not be able to plant until, you know, maybe next week, because the biochar needs a few days to kind of sit and stew. Sorry, buddy. Oh, nice catch. Oh, awesome. Oh, nice catch again. Man, you're getting good at this. So, yeah. So, working with that, I got myself a nice new hoe today, so I can make some good hills and you know, work my garden properly. And the rest of my tools over there. I moved a bunch of these old pots. So there's this guy who's been saying he's been going to come and get all these old pots that my old neighbor Dave used to grow his trees in and do some gardening and stuff. But we have a shitload of them, and there's a farm that's just up the road here, not the Neal's farm. It's actually called Hayes Farm, which you didn't know about, which makes sense now because Leo Hayes. And so yeah, they had this huge, what do you say, like 300 acres or more, something like that. Anyways, so they've been selling that off probably over the last decade or so, because Leo Hayes has been there for a while. But it's a beautiful little farm, and so a bunch of those bigger ones that you see right there, they're all going to go up to that farm, and then the other ones, we don't know what we're going to do with those yet. But yeah, I was just kind of clearing that out and getting those ready so Sandra can take them up to the farm. And yeah, I wanted to dig out the peat moss, and again, yeah, so we've got our map and plan of what we'd like to do, and hopefully it'll all come to fruition. So stay tuned and subscribe and like and share, because I'm going to be growing shit, and going to be growing lots of stuff, and hopefully it'll all work out. Today when we went out, he hit him. Did you grab that from him? Okay, he does have it. There we go. That guy's gonna get it. Flies are starting to get out. Now the stupid bird derailed me from my thoughts. But anyways, so we're all set to go. We got potatoes in here, and I'm gonna plant those probably tomorrow. I don't know if I'll need to amend that potato soil or not. I might not wait, or maybe even do it after. I don't know. But it's all coming together very quick. We are in just about the second week of June here. And so yeah, it's time to grow. I know there's like more precise dates and times and all of this stuff, but I'm an amateur. And you know, if this completely totally fucks up this year, then I'll do all the, you know, the planning and the hours and the dates and where the sun's supposed to be in conjunction with Mercury and Uranus. I can't help but throw in a Uranus joke in there. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I did not realize you were back. Oh boy, I'm getting low on these guys. Oop. 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 There you go. You got it. What, do you want to take more? You got like 4 peanuts in your mouth. Alright, so we'll be back. Maybe we'll be back. I don't know. But still, like, subscribe, and share, people, because it's just really good. Yeah, I think that one's empty, bro. Hold on a second. There we go. He's a happy little fellow. Sometimes you gotta make them work for it. See his little spring in his step there when he gets that? So, I got a bunch of my soil from the garden, as per a video that I'm watching. I don't really have any compost. My leaves aren't really chopped up really enough to, I think, really use as compost at this point. But there's kind of like some leaves and compost inside the soil anyways, so we're going to see what happens. But it can't be dry, that's the thing. He's saying like worm tea is really good to put in here, but I don't have no worm tea. I don't even have much for worms. Oh, here's a grackle. Oh, okay. Oh, there is one over there. Go get that one. The one that your buddy was just going to get. Broken off one. Anyways, so yeah, just about to put in the biochar. Going to put a bag into each one and then add water and stir it around and then let it sit for a while. And then we'll be able to use it in the gardens in a couple of days here, I hope. So I can't remember what he said. I think it's a couple of days that I can wait. But yeah, we'll get this mixed together here. My attachment to put this on my tripod's actually still inside Bella, and I just really don't want to open up the car, get the attachment, put it on anyway. So I was going to show you how I was doing all this, but you'll just have to see like before and after. Again, I've got 5-gallon pails here with my soil from my garden, and now I'm going to mix in the biochar, and then I'm going to put some water in there, and then we're going to stir it all around, and then we'll consult our video just to find out exactly how many days afterwards. Hey, and welcome back. Oh, got some chipmunks fighting. This is my chocolate mint plant, which I'm very excited about. Hopefully it grows wild and we get lots of like chocolate mint. And then I've just finished putting together my biochar. It says that I should leave it out for 3 days in a shaded, well-ventilated spot. And this is a shaded, well-ventilated spot. So yeah, so we will let that do its thing, get the peat moss ready, and yeah, I won't be able to really plant anything until I amend my soils, and then you gotta even, like I should have done this, like it's never, I'm never perfect, I'm not a professional gardener as I've said. Where'd you go? But yeah, I should have done all of this like probably 2 or 3 weeks ago, because really when you amend your soils, you should give it some time to sit and cook and gel and all those magical fucking things in your garden to be really useful. So yeah, so we'll get the biochar going, and we'll leave that for 2 or 3 days, and then we'll mix that in with the soil and the peat, and hopefully I'll have the hose hooked up by that time. I was saying to the landlady, I don't even know where the turn on is for the hose. I know where the hose is, but yeah, essentially I need to have access to water. I've got a little watering can, but obviously with bigger kind of gardens like this, you probably want a little bit more water. At least I know I do. I've got a really nice watering wand that was left over from the remnants of the camp. And yeah, so now I'm just gonna put some shit away, which isn't a lot, and then pack it up for the night. So thank you again for watching. And again, I know I said it a million times. I say it at the start, I say it at the finish, but it really does. And if you are interested in following me as I go along on this season 3 journey, yeah, like, subscribe, and share. And you can share it with professional gardeners, and it could be like a comedy thing for them. You know, they can just sit around and laugh at this idiot who doesn't know what he's really doing, but learning. That's the most important part, is the learning process about all this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go along. So far, you know, I've had pretty good success with some things like the cantaloupes. The first year the potatoes were really good. Peas were not too bad the first year. Last year they sucked ass. But it's kind of weird because, like, I have been Googling, asking, you know, what vegetables or fruits can grow in a shaded area. And it's saying like potatoes will take a little bit longer, but you can do it in a shaded area. And then other people are like, no, it has to be out in the full sun. So everybody's got opinions. All I can do is trial and error. I actually had kind of even planned to put the potatoes in this patch over here with the blueberry cage, just because I'd done potatoes on both sides there. 1 year really good, 1 year really bad. And another chipmunk. Where are you running to? Are there peanuts up there I don't know about? Is there somebody giving you them up there? And we gotta do the, which way will it fit in my mouth best? And there we go. Oh, nope, we gotta change it. Okay. And again, I haven't really been eagle eyes on this hummingbird feeder, but I cleaned the snot out of it and made sure all the soap's out of it and put in a really good batch of nectar, and I have not seen a hummingbird yet. And I did get another hummingbird feeder because I want to actually have a couple of them hanging around the yard. I might actually put it out around on the other side there. But they also say it's good to keep them close to where they can rest. So this tree is a perfect tree to rest in, because that's what I was seeing when I was out shooting video and photographs of the hummingbird feeder, was that they were like taking a drink and then they were hanging out in this tree for a while. So, and they do like to rest a lot, because Satan knows that these little guys are hard workers and flying all the time, and yeah, their little heartbeats are going, so they gotta rest. And they do. So I can provide them with that with this tree here. And yeah, I'll just have to figure out where I want to hang the other hummingbird feeder and put that up. But that'll probably be tomorrow, because yeah, right now I'm just gonna put some shite away and get done.